Hola mis serenitas, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Chiquita Serenita, and today we're doing a tutorials review and swatches of the Melrose, Colourpop Melrose palette. I also have 2 of the blushes because it came with 2 blushes and 3 of the Lux Glosses. I didn't buy the clear one because you guys, it's clear. What are you guys going to see, right? It's not going to see anything. Now, I am loving this palette. I seriously love the look that I created. It's called Off Melrose now that I'm looking at the packaging because the packaging is right here, right? I love the packaging. It's super cute too because I honestly saw it. Right now, it's an Ulta Exclusive only. You cannot buy it off the Colourpop website. And if you are from, like, you guys can't access Ulta, I get it. It sucks. Just give it a couple, like, weeks. I'm imagining that they will move it. A lot of times, the Ulta Exclusive don't stay Ulta Exclusive forever. In my experience, they go from Ulta, they move to Colourpop maybe within a month. And then after they do, when you make it to Colourpop, you better buy it. Because once it leaves Colourpop's, you won't be able to buy it again. That's what happened for the last, I want to say last 3 collections that I've been buying from Ulta Exclusives. The Lovebird one was one of them. It went to Ulta first, and then they waited like literally like a month and a half, and they moved it to Colourpop, and then stayed maybe at Colourpop maybe like a 1 month, 2 months later, and then they took it off completely, and then it became like limited edition. You couldn't find it nowhere unless you're buying it off of Macari, off of somebody else, which I'm not selling mine. But yeah, you can't find it anywhere, and it sucks because some of those were really, really cool palettes that were like initially Ulta Exclusive. So for now, it is an Ulta Exclusive. The palette is the same design. I really love the design of this. It's like so California. In the back, you have the little shades in here. I believe only the Social Club, which is that glitter that I used in my eye look today, because I did film a tutorial on this eye look, you guys. That is the only one that has an eye safety warning. It is cruelty free, and these are the shade tones. Now the shade tone is very, very neutral base, you guys already know, but I'm not one that gravitates mostly toward neutrals, but I do like neutrals. So when I see a palette, if I like it, I'm gonna buy it. Like I bought that Wild Child one. I saw chocolate, so I was jumping at it, honey. I wasn't playing because I saw dark ones in there. I was like, oh, those are dark chocolates. Those are dark chocolates. Like I wanted them. I like bought that whole thing. I wanted it so bad. I was like, and when I saw this too, I could not say no to it because apart from the design, like Colourpop just like on the dot with the design, I just could not say no to these shades. This one right here is so freaking beautiful, you guys. It reminds me of that Constrictor. I believe it's in the taupe one, but I don't know. I loved it. So first, I want to start with the Lux Glosses. You guys already know I swatched the palettes. I swatched the shadows from the palette always at the end. If you guys are ever interested, look in the description box, and I have timestamps for all this stuff, okay? So I'm going to start with these. I bought 3 of the 4. The other one was clear. It was white. It was not going to do anything, so I didn't want to bother with it. I'm going to start with the lightest, and we're going to swatch it on my lips. This is not from this collection. This is from Sigma Beauty, you guys, just in case. It's Fable, I believe. It's a liquid lipstick. So, I'm going to start with I think it says Eclectic. I'm not even sure what the heck that's called. But I'm going to start with this one, and we're going to swatch it on my arm, and then we're going to swatch it on my lips, okay? So in the actual bottle, you guys, it does look like a very light nude, and it has like little glittery shimmers that are gold toned in it. It doesn't look like it does anything to my skin tone. Basically, it just looks very clear on my lips. I can see that shimmer gold like glittering in the lights right now, but it doesn't have a whole lot of pigment. So essentially you would have to use this, especially if you have pigmented lips, use this with a dark brown lip liner. You know, any type of lip liner you want to just like give this a pop in the inside, make it look, you know, glowy or glossy on your lips. That's basically what I'm trying to say. But on its own, it's really just gloss, honestly. You can't see any pigment a whole lot on my lips. Maybe on someone that doesn't have pigmented lips that much. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't been... Actually, I don't remember I see anybody put it on. But yeah, you guys, that's the Eclectic one. And then I'm going to move on to Cross Street next, okay? Now this one is just like a darker caramel nude. It has all those same shimmer, gold tone shimmers in it. Literally, they're like maybe 2 shades darker than each other, but they're not a whole lot different. You are offered maybe, like I said, 1 or 2 shade difference. This one just looks more like a caramel brown. This is just very like light nude brown. Y'all, you cannot see this big difference on my lips. Like literally I went from one shade to the next and it just looks, maybe this one has like a tiny more tint of a brown to it, but it's not like a huge difference. So definitely if you're gonna get one of these, I would suggest this one, Cross Street. It just has more pigment to it. This one has little to no pigment. Obviously if you're more like my skin tone, I would say go for this one. And then if you're like lighter, you can go for both, either one, you know. But if you want pigment, obviously this one has like little to anything. It's really nothing on there. And their formulas are exactly the same. They have a tendency to smell like sweet, almost like cotton candy smell. I never had any problems with like sticky, or it's very smooth. It's a comfortable formula. I love their formula. It's just, I wish that they would stop with these lighter tone lip glosses. Like, if you cannot see the pigment, why do I want it, Colourpop? Why? Why do they even keep doing those clear ones? Like, who? You know, I'm not going to say who wants them because I know somebody's buying them. But I don't want them. I don't see it. So let me take this off, you guys, and we'll move on to the last one, which is called Health Kick, okay? Hell yeah. One for the chocolate team. I love this one. I love it. It's so freaking pretty. It just has this richness and this like light sheer chocolate shade. Like you can still see it, right? And that's the whole point of it. That's why I like it so much. It has that same gold shimmer throughout. Like you guys can at least tell the difference between the 3, right? This is obviously the darkest shade of the chocolate. The chocolateness. I love it. I love this one. Definitely out of the 3, this is beyond my favorite. Second would be Cross Street, and I actually considered not buying this one, but I thought, you know, hey, it won't hurt me to just get it and make the video with it. Technically, I can still use it. Like I have a bunch of other ones like this one that I bought on a whim, and I still use them to this day. It's just they're super light and you can't see them. So let's move on to the next thing. So now we got the 2 blushes, you guys. We have the Juice Bar and Fashion District. I'm going to start with Juice Bar because I feel like that's the lightest one. I'm not even 100% sure. This is the first time I'm looking at him. Ooh, I love this one. So it does come with a little eyeball size mirror. They come like this, right? Decorated. Very, very pretty. In the back it says Juice Bar Pressed Powdered Blush. It is like a peach, I want to call it like a rosy tone. Very, very pretty. It does have shimmer. You guys already know how I feel about those shimmers, but for the benefit of the doubt, I'm going to give it a chance. And the mirror is covered with a little plastic protection. And like I said, let's try this one on. I'm going to give you guys swatches on my arm for it, as well as swatches on my cheeks, because I have nothing on my cheeks. So what we're going to do is I'm going to apply Juice Bar on this side, and I'm going to do Fashion District on this side. Who cares if I have one cheek looking different from the other cheek? I ain't going nowhere. So let's start with giving you guys that swatch of Juice Bar. It looks like a very rosy tone. It actually does look a lot darker. I'm surprised that it looks a lot darker than it did when I saw it online, it looked super light. It looked like a rose tone light. This is already 3 swatches, you guys. It is pretty cherry tone dark. I mean, I thought it was actually going to be a lot lighter, but when I saw it in person right now, I was like, ooh, you're not that as light as I thought you were going to be, right? So now I'm going to apply it on my cheeks right here. That's a very pretty color. It's like this very light wash of pink on me. I don't think it'll show up on darker skin, obviously, but it looked pretty dark in the pan. So I don't know if it could be maybe built up more, but it looks like a very light wash. You know how Colourpop's been doing that lately? Like, I'm hoping when I get the Wild Child collection, it'll be a lot darker. Then I can see if it's like for darker skin tones. Because if it looks dark on me, then it'll show up on darker skin tones. I'm hoping, because lately they've been doing nothing but light ones. It's like, what is wrong with you guys? You know you've got other people, darker skin tones buying your guys' stuff too, right? I don't know. I thought it looked cute. Look, it's like this very rosy tone wash of color on my skin tone. I mean, you can still see it. It's very pretty. I like it. Okay, so there's that. And now we're going to move on to Fashion District here. This is the other blush that comes in this collection. This one, honestly, when I looked it online, I thought it looked like a bronzer, not a blush. And they're calling it a powdered blush. Fashion District powder blush. Now, in person, this looks like a terracotta brown blush. Like, that's straight up what it looks like, eyeballing it. I thought it was a bronzer, and some people were saying that they could use it as a bronzer. You already know I don't use bronzers at all. Like on my whole face, I don't use bronzer at all. So I'm gonna use it as what they say it is. It looks like a matte. It looks like, yeah, it's a matte toned blush. So we're gonna do it right here. It looks very, like I said, like a terracotta peach brown tone almost. I'm gonna apply 3 swatches just to see if it shows up. It's very, very light. It shows up a lot lighter than that pink on top. So, and then I have a whole nother blush brush right here to apply it on my cheeks so we can see how it works. See if it even shows up. Yeah, it's a very light wash of peach. You can't see a whole lot of pigment on my skin tone. Like, it's barely noticeable. I think it's clashing so much with my skin tone, like blending into my skin tone, because I'm a very yellow base skin tone. And since like terracotta's up there with orange tone, you know, it's like it's hard to like stand out on my skin tone. So yeah, it's not making any difference. Obviously on someone darker, no, it's not. It barely shows up on me. Look. Like, it doesn't look anything like that on the cheeks. It looks nice. I saw it on Makeup Just for Fun on Amanda, and it looks so pretty. It looked like this very wash of like light peach brown on her. On me, it just is. Y'all, do you guys even see it? I don't see it at all. Like, it totally disappeared on my skin tone. I don't see it at all. I think if I see it, it was barely there. It's like barely there. Yeah, you guys, it doesn't work for my skin tone, let alone someone darker than me. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is now. I just gotta... I'll just deal with it. But yeah, if you're going to choose one of these, definitely go for this one. This one has a little bit more pigment. This one will show up on light skin tones. I've seen it. So either one, light skin tone. Tan skin, this one. A little bit darker than me, this one. I don't, definitely deep chocolate, no, don't even bother with it. I don't think it'll show up at all. And it sucks. I wish they had something for really, really chocolate skin tones. You know, the dark, rich ones. The yummy rich ones. So, let's move on to the swatches in the palette now. So now we're going to do the swatches for the palette. You guys already know I always start from this side and I just go straight across until we get to the end of each color, okay? So Angelino is a gold tone base shimmer. It's a very pretty, it's like a blinding highlight shimmer almost. It's super pretty in person. I actually like it a lot. Boutique is a light brown matte with glitter. You can't really see it on my skin tone. Like, well, I can see it now, but right now when I was swatching, I didn't see it at all. But it's still very pretty. Trading Pose is this taupe colored shimmer. It's very pretty. It's very, very pretty, you guys. I really, really like that one. Brunch is a copper tone shimmer. I used that one today. It's super pretty in person. It almost looks like copper and like a hot pink shimmer. Super pretty, man. I love that one. In the next row, we have Fairfax. And this one looks like a duochrome. It looks like a cross between maybe like a purple pink shift. It's very, very pretty. I'm hoping you guys can see that. It's a very pretty shimmer. Easy Breezy is this chocolate tone matte. This is the one that I used as my transition shade. I loved it. Honestly, I had no problems with it. It's very pretty matte. On the list is a mauve tone matte. Pink almost. Super pretty. I'm going to give 2 swatches to that one. I love that one. Super pretty. Social Club is a glitter, you guys. I'm going to swatch that right up here because it is a glitter. And you guys know glitters don't tend to swatch that good. But it's just very, basically a bronze and gold tone glitters into one shade. It's very pretty on the eye though. I love it. In the next row, you guys, we have Down to Earth, which is a dark espresso brown matte. I used that one today. I'm going to give 2 swatches. It is showing up a tiny bit of patchy, but I had no problems with that one, so I don't think it'll give you any problems. Take It again. It is a gold tone shimmer. Look at that. Look. Oh, God. I just love it. I love it. That's an awesome shimmer. Look at that. That is so freaking beautiful. Just that shimmer, like that glare in your face, blinding shimmers. La Brea, this one, I fell in love with this one. This is the one that I used today. It's like this olivey tone brown, and it has all these clear micro glitters in there, like little shimmers. That's such a beautiful color. I used that one today, and I just fell in love with it. And lastly, we have $10 Latte. This is a dark brown matte with glitter in it. This is a super pretty color, right? I'm not crazy about those ones with glitters because they tend to flake off, but these are all the tones in this palette. I do recommend this palette. Honestly, I love it. For a neutral base palette, I actually like it. The shimmers were really buttery, soft, smooth. I had no problems with the blending or anything. I mean, if you like neutrals, then I'm telling you it's a good palette. If you don't, obviously, wait for the next one. Colourpop be popping stuff out every week anyways. They're like pop, pop, pop like bunnies, so it doesn't matter. And by the time you see this, they'll probably be releasing the Animal Crossing, and then next week they'll have something else for us because that's what Colourpop does. So yeah, you guys, that's it. Hopefully you guys are doing okay. The weather is really crazy over here in Sacramento, like windy, rainy, really bad. I've lost light like every day for the past 3 days for like a good hour or so. I don't know. Like today it went out too, and I was worried. I was like, you know what? As long as I'm recording, I'm good. But if I lose when I'm uploading a video, I will lose my stuff. If you are interested in seeing how I created this look today, just stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so for my first color, I went in with Easy Breezy right here. It is like a, I want to call it like a brown, maybe like a camel brown. It's a matte. And that's the one that I use as my transition shade, okay? So for the next color that I used this one right here. It is a shimmer. It's like very hard to explain. It looks like a taupe, olivey gray green thing going on. It's a shimmer. It's very pretty though. I just applied that over my whole entire lid using my finger, okay? So the next one that I used that dark brown one matte that's called Down to Earth. Earth is spelled U-R-T-H. And I just applied it right here in this corner and then halfway down here just to like smoke it out, right? So that's what you guys are going to see me do. So for the next color that I used Brunch right here, and it is like a coppery orange pinkish tone, and I applied it all right here, just like basically blending into that dark brown right here, and that is what you guys are going to see me do. So for my inner corner highlight, you guys, I use this shimmer right here that's called Angelino, I believe it's pronounced, and I just applied it with my finger, okay? Lastly, I went in with that glitter. It's called Social Club. It is a mixture of gold and copper tone glitters mixed in there, and I just lightly patted it on my overall lid. That is what I did, okay? So that is it for my eyes, you guys. I'm going to go put mascara on, and then I'll be right back to give you guys a close-up. So this is the final look, you guys. Hopefully you guys like it. It is a very neutral look, but I really, really love the colors in this palette. They have really, really nice colors in here to get, like, you know, everyday looks. That's why I liked it so much. So let me back you guys out, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on this palette. Okay, you guys, so I'm back. I really, really like this palette. It's a very neutral base palette, but I love the colors in here, because they just make sense to me. The lightest shade in here, I believe, is this one that's called On the List, and even then, that one looks like a good transition shade for me. So the colors in here are still workable, in my opinion, like for my skin tone. As far as someone darker, obviously, I don't think all of these tones are going to fit you. So, because this one is an Ulta exclusive, I would seriously recommend that if you're darker than me, go to the Wild Child route, because I feel like that one is more darker chocolatey tones. This one's still cute. It'll still fit, I think, with a good primer. I mean, I'm part of this Facebook group, right? And there's this one lady in there, and man, she has this chocolate skin tone. She somehow can make all these Colourpop shades work for her. And I don't know if she uses like a really good primer or something, but man, she is so good. Like, seriously good. And I'm like, I wish I could do that, because honestly, half the time I give up. If it's too like pastel or like light toned, I'm like, I'm not even gonna try it, because it's gonna show up super ashy on me. Some of them just disappear on me. She somehow can make them stick and look so pigmented on her skin tone. I don't know how she does it. She's magical or something. But I love the colors in here. I think they're pretty. That one is so freaking beautiful. It reminds me a lot of that Constrictor shade from the taupe, that's taupe one. That reminds me a lot of that one. This one's super cute too. It's like a gold greenish tone. I don't know. I love them all. I like the shimmers in here. I'm not crazy about those matte with glitters. They have 2 of them in here. But that one looks so cute. It's $10 latte. That's like a dark brown with gold glitters in there. It looks like micro glitters in there. And then this one is just this very light boutique. It's a very light brown with what looks like silver ones, glitters in there. I'm not crazy about that one. But other than that, I like the palette. I think it's cute. I have both of the blushes. I have no blush on me, so we're going to try that on in the beginning of the video. And then I have 3 of the lip glosses. I didn't buy the clear one because obviously it's clear. What are you guys going to see? But we're still going to do it. You guys already know I swatch every single one on my lips. So I'm going to let you guys go. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Until next time, stay warm, stay blessed, and stay magical. Bye, you guys.